The finest man in boxing, isn't he?
Let's go.
Get up there, my boy.
So, you here for training camp already? Or
This. Keep it straight, Dad. Keep it fucking straight. Keep it straight, mate. No rounds. No rounds. Straight through. Where do you get the energy from, John? From you, my son. From you, my son.
John Fury joins Anthony Joshua's training camp to prepare for the potential clash with Carl Froch. An inside report suggests Fury is looking to sharpen his fight preparation. Sources close to the camp claim he is testing different training approaches while gathering strategic advice for the confrontation. The move has shocked some boxing observers, as Fury continues positioning himself aggressively ahead of the highly controversial rivalry.
I say locked in for the fight.
You're welcome.
Yeah?
I've always liked you, mate.
I'm like, I'm proud of everything that you've done though, man. Honestly.
Listen.
You, your family and all that.
I can see you being a world champion.
You know what it is? Huh? You, yeah. Imagine when you were younger, you had your kids, and now it's fucking...
John Fury joined Anthony Joshua's training camp reportedly to improve his fight preparation and study different training methods ahead of the potential clash with Carl Froch. Inside reports suggest Fury believes working around Joshua's camp could help sharpen his conditioning and tactical awareness. The move has sparked debate inside boxing circles, with some analysts viewing it as an unusual but strategic approach to training for the controversial rivalry.
The man's a unit, you know, but he's always been a nice guy, a respectful man. He showed me respect, he was lovely, and it was heartfelt. You know, and I got nothing but admiration and respect for Anthony.
Anthony Joshua explains that he invited John Fury to train with him because of mutual respect between them. The offer reflects Joshua's belief that sharing training space can help improve preparation and maintain professional sportsmanship despite the surrounding rivalry with Carl Froch. The statement adds another layer to the story, showing that the camp invitation was driven more by respect than by confrontation.
I'm about to say about John. John's an older guy. In my culture, it's about respecting your elders. So that's how I've been raised, always respect your elders. And John is an elder man, regardless. Some of the elders in my family and so on, they're not all nice people. They're moody, grumpy. But we still have to say yes, uncle, no, uncle, whatever, all that type.
John Fury is seen aggressively blasting the heavy bag, but boxing analysts are treating this workout more as a public display than serious professional preparation. Critics argue that Fury's training style looks outdated, relying mostly on raw power rather than modern conditioning or technical work. Many observers believe heavy bag aggression alone is not enough when preparing for a fight against a technically skilled opponent like Carl Froch.
Go on, Big John, put it in, son! Finish him! Oh!
John Fury is promoting an unconventional old-school training philosophy, claiming he will prepare for the fight using a self-styled gypsy fighting approach. However, boxing experts criticize this method, arguing that rejecting professional coaching, structured conditioning, and scientific training may weaken real fight readiness. His statement is being viewed by many analysts as more of a personality statement than a practical preparation strategy, especially when facing a technically experienced fighter like Carl Froch.
Another running video this morning, but not just a running video. I'm going to be the first man to fight a 3-time Hall of Famer. We're just doing it myself. John Fury style. Running, bare knuckle, heavy bag, eating, living in the woods, chopping trees, eating the filth of the earth. I'm doing it gypsy style, and I'm going to prove to everybody out there where there's a will.
Carl Froch delivers a harsh verbal attack, calling John Fury a bully and promising aggressive action if the fight ever happens. The statement reflects deep frustration from Froch's side, portraying the confrontation as personal rather than purely sporting. Many boxing observers believe this level of hostility risks turning the rivalry into a public spectacle rather than a professional matchup.
I feel like I might be the chosen one. I feel like it might be my job to finally shut this big gobshite up. All he does is run around, running his mouth, beating his chest, the ultimate man and all that bollocks. So John, for one final time, listen to me so it goes into that thick skull. I accept your challenge. But know one thing, when that first bell goes, I'm going to come over to your corner and absolutely stick it on you, Cobra style, and set about you and make a mess of you. You know why? Because you're a bully and you need putting in your place. You're a bully and you're making a mockery of this sport.
Eddie Hearn emphasizes the importance of structured training and quality sparring inside the camp environment, suggesting that consistent gym work can significantly improve fight performance. His statement indirectly criticizes approaches that rely on public bravado rather than professional preparation. Analysts believe the focus on disciplined camp training highlights the difference between modern boxing conditioning and aggressive street-style mentality.
In camp, living in camp, training with him day in, day out. And it made a big difference in the fights. I think he knows that the way that he's going to improve is time in the gym and also the quality of sparring.
Joe Egan mocks the idea of fighting John Fury outside a regulated boxing environment, insisting that honor and professionalism should define any confrontation. His statement challenges Fury's public image as a tough fighter, suggesting that strength must be proven inside the ring rather than through threats. The comment adds further tension to the ongoing rivalry narrative.
Because he called me a fake and a fraud, fake hard man. I will show him how much of a fake hard man I am. He's the one that's shying away.
Eddie Hearn makes a blunt prediction about the confrontation, suggesting that if John Fury invades personal space during a confrontation with Carl Froch, the situation could end quickly and violently. The statement reflects how seriously boxing officials view the potential physical risk of such altercations. Hearn's comment also highlights the reality that professional fighters and experienced boxing personalities are unlikely to tolerate aggressive intimidation in public settings. Many analysts interpret this as a warning that the rivalry is becoming increasingly dangerous rather than remaining a promotional feud, especially if emotions escalate during live appearances or media events.
I think if John Fury stuck it on Carl Froch in his space, I think he would chin him immediately.
Really? Even live on Netflix?
Yes. Because these guys, they don't allow you.
Johnny Nelson believes that the confrontation may ultimately favor Carl Froch if a real fight ever happens, predicting that Froch could dominate the exchange. Nelson suggests that Fury's behavior during the altercation may have been more about generating publicity than demonstrating true fighting ability. The commentary implies that Fury's actions helped create excitement but also invited criticism from boxing professionals. Many observers think the rivalry has become more about public drama than sporting competition, with the incident serving as a promotional moment rather than a serious challenge inside professional boxing.
Froch. I want to watch Froch on fight because I'm quite sure Carl's going to rip the life out of John after today. I think John did a job. John did a job and got the excitement going, got people talking. That's exactly what he did.
Adam Smith describes the rivalry between John Fury and Carl Froch as more of an entertainment spectacle than a genuine sporting conflict. His statement suggests that both personalities enjoy controversy and public attention, which helps keep the story circulating in boxing media. While their exchanges generate fan interest, some analysts worry that constant hostility could overshadow the sport itself. Smith emphasizes that colorful characters are valuable for boxing promotion, but the rivalry should ideally remain within controlled competitive boundaries rather than escalating into real physical confrontation.
Is that John Fury and Carl Froch on the cobbles will be fun. I think they both have a good fun doing that, but I'm sure it's all fun and games. They like to say what they believe. They like to say something that's controversial, and they're two big characters, and we love having them around the sport. So
Spencer Oliver finds it difficult to predict a clear winner between John Fury and Carl Froch, but slightly leans toward Froch's technical advantage. The discussion also reveals how Fury's confrontation extended beyond Froch, even touching references to Lennox Lewis, which further intensified the controversy. Many boxing analysts believe Fury's aggressive public behavior could be risky if translated into real fighting conditions. At the same time, Froch's reputation as a disciplined and dangerous competitor inside the ring keeps him favored in technical match predictions.
John Fury, Carl Froch, who wins that one?
Difficult one to call, that
Really?
You got to go with the
Really?
Cobra. You got to go with the Cobra, mate.
Really?
The Cobra's dangerous. He's still in shape. 48 years of age.
John standing over there behind you.
You got to go with John Fury. Yeah, no, it kicked off a little bit. But it wasn't only Carl Froch that he went into either, did he? He actually went into Lennox Lewis as well. He started steaming into Lennox Lewis a little bit, and I go, whoa, who wins that one?
Spencer Oliver finds it difficult to predict a clear winner between John Fury and Carl Froch, but slightly leans toward Froch's technical advantage. The discussion also reveals how Fury's confrontation extended beyond Froch, even touching references to Lennox Lewis, which further intensified the controversy. Many boxing analysts believe Fury's aggressive public behavior could be risky if translated into real fighting conditions. At the same time, Froch's reputation as a disciplined and dangerous competitor inside the ring keeps him favored in technical match predictions.
What John does, he's very, very, very passionate around his sons when they're fighting, and it gets something out of him. I spoke to him, right, literally face to face, and I said, well, you know, what is upset? He said, I don't want people calling me out because I'll take any man on.
Yeah.
You know the comments.
Yeah.
My guy came.
Eddie Hearn makes it clear that he would favor Carl Froch in a close physical confrontation, suggesting that Froch's boxing experience could give him a serious advantage. Hearn also hints that if the confrontation became physical, unconventional or illegal tactics might appear if emotions escalated, especially if the two fighters came too close during an altercation. The comment reinforces the idea that professional fighters are dangerous in controlled fighting environments. Many analysts believe the statement adds to the rivalry hype while highlighting the risk of turning verbal hostility into real physical violence inside public appearances or media events.
I would never back against Carl Froch on the cobbles. Ever. But John Fury's a big old lump. There'll be some illegal moves in there. Do you know what I mean? But if they ever get close, Carl will be swinging. Do you know what I mean?
Liam Goff discusses the ongoing hostility between John Fury and Carl Froch, highlighting how their rivalry has continued through public mentions and media conversations. The possibility of an exhibition match is also raised, though financial terms and charity arrangements remain key negotiation points. Fury's statement that he would fight anyone if the price is right contrasts with Froch's more structured approach to turning the event into a charitable contest. The discussion reflects how the feud has evolved, from personal hostility into a potential commercial and promotional opportunity inside boxing circles.
John Fury was doing that and goading Carl Froch. And I know John Fury doesn't like Carl Froch. Carl Froch mentions him, although I haven't really watched much of Carl Froch's videos lately. But Carl Froch, I know, has mentioned John Fury in the past. He's had a go with John Fury. They actually talked about having an actual, was it an exhibition or a boxing type match? And John Fury, any man, any time, was saying words to the effect of, oh, I'll fight you, Carl Froch, but the money has to be right. And Carl Froch basically said, all right, well, if we arrange payment, it can go to...
Ade Oladipo describes how John Fury appeared to move aggressively toward confrontation during the press conference, creating uncertainty about his actual intention if he reached Carl Froch. The moment is framed as part of the entertainment spectacle surrounding the rivalry, rather than a serious sporting exchange. Many observers believe the altercation was designed to generate publicity and maintain public interest in the feud. However, critics argue that such behavior risks promoting hostile conduct inside boxing media events. The incident further reinforced the perception that the rivalry between Fury and Froch is driven more by personal tension than by professional sporting competition.
Fights. I mean, John Fury looked like he was trying to fight Carl Froch. Obviously, Carl has said a few things about John Fury over the last few months, and John Fury, being John Fury, went straight for him. I'm not quite sure what he was going to do if he got to him, but I guess that was the entertainment from the press conference.
Carl Froch responds angrily to the controversy, calling John Fury a bully and accusing him of attention-seeking behavior during public appearances. Froch's statement reflects growing frustration with the repeated verbal hostility, suggesting that Fury's actions are damaging the professional image of boxing. He warns that if the confrontation escalates, he would not hesitate to respond physically if provoked. The aggressive language used in the clip highlights the intensity of the rivalry, with both camps exchanging strong public statements. Many boxing analysts believe this feud has crossed the line from promotion into personal hostility, keeping fans divided over who holds the psychological advantage.
That's enough about Big John Fury, a fighting man who don't want to fight, really. That's enough about him. Big fucking bully, that's what he is. And it will come on top for him. He'll say the wrong thing or he'll approach the wrong person. If he came up that platform today, I'd have absolutely volleyed him back down the steps. Mark my words, I'd have volleyed him straight down them f***ing steps. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about it anymore. You see, I'm a little bit annoyed by the cheek of him. But all he's doing is attention seeking, and he's getting more attention now.
Frank Warren describes the matchup as a serious and challenging fight, emphasizing that Tyson Fury prefers facing legitimate professional opponents rather than crossover or YouTube-style fighters. The comment reinforces the idea that Fury wants meaningful competition inside the ring. Boxing analysts interpret this statement as positioning Fury's camp as focused on traditional sporting credibility rather than entertainment-based matchmaking. The discussion also indirectly contrasts professional boxing competition with promotional novelty fights, keeping attention on the quality and legitimacy of the opponent rather than social media popularity.
Yeah, it's a tough fight for him, but Tyson, he said he doesn't want to be fighting any YouTubers or anything like that. He wants a proper fight, and that's what he's got.
The rivalry between John Fury and Carl Froch has turned into one of boxing's most controversial stories, mixing promotion with personal hostility. Right now, many analysts believe the feud is more about public drama than actual sporting competition. If the fight ever happens, Froch's technical boxing background could give him a tactical advantage, while Fury relies more on psychological pressure and aggressive presence outside the ring. Do you think this rivalry is just promotion, or will it end inside the ring? Drop your prediction below.